Hi folks, Dr. Marbalia. Welcome to Cancer Healing Vlogs. So I'm starting a different, a new approach right now. What I'm trying to kind of look at is, I want to share my journey of what I'm actually doing in the field of pathology, how I'm trying to kind of go about it, how I'm trying to kind of evolve my business, creating that. Try and give you sneak peeks into the process of what's going on. I don't know. Let's see. Let's experiment with this and see if you like that. Obviously, I'll start with where I am, what my journey is. So at the moment, I'm trying to make my first profit. Frankly, of course, I'm sustaining myself with the labs that I'm connected with, and the evenings when I go there. But during the daytime, I have to create some kind of profit. Now, for the past few months, I have been connected with this one lab, and with them, my intention was that instead of starting a whole new lab of my own, in which I may want to put in all the resources, time, which will be of years, I figured that what I want to do is that I want to first of all put some time into just helping expand a business, because even when you start a lab, eventually that is what you're going to do. You are going to expand it and you're going to reach out to clients. I figured, why not just create a deal with an existing good lab and then see how I can help them expand their business. And then there are other labs also that I'm tied up with. I figured that even for them, if I can help expand their business, why not? But obviously it takes a lot of self-discipline and effort, and I'm like struggling with just to be able to kind of bring that into place, along with a sense of you can say clarity of how to go about this, how to actually make this happen. So obviously to share this entire journey with you, and as I'll be kind of going out, and then all those steps, if I'm to share that with you, I will need I will need to kind of go into the background, or maybe not, maybe just organically I'll just share with you as we go along, whatever makes sense. But the first thing that you may want to know is that there are the basic steps by which I'm trying to kind of build this business. One is that I'm trying to do something that is different, which other labs don't do, which most labs don't do, which is transparency. They don't share the exact rates with the client. They just share, okay, this is the you want to do this full bulk of tests, then this is the rate. You want to do kidney profile, you want to do this profile, then that's the rate. But what I want to do is share literally every test. What is the cost of this test, and then what is the discounted rate that I can offer as a camp, if I'm kind of reaching out through a source that will help the client directly get a discount. So that's what transparency is I'm trying to kind of show that, which will be appreciated is in my understanding, because that's what's missing today. People are not really seeing clearly, okay, what are these guys doing? And then another thing, in the pamphlet or whatever way I'm sharing about that lab, it should be ideally the actual pics of the lab, as well as like in the exact rates of that lab. So all those things, if I can bring the transparency. And second thing which I'm trying to do different is that I'm trying to reach out to as many societies for as many camps, because what happens is that I mean, this is the plan, of course. I still have to act on it effectively, but what I realized is that people, many of these just a second, there is getting a call. Okay, yeah, so that's going to be a problem of vlogging like this. Okay, so what I was saying was that if I'm going to be able to kind of reach out to different labs, and I to actually bring them value, I'm going to have to go to literally every society and get a camp. Now, either I can do that personally, or I can hire someone to do that. So I figured that why not go into the trenches? Let's see what it is like. Let's literally just try and get some business. So that is one approach. Go to every society. Most labs don't do that. They go to 1 camp, 2 camp, 3 camps per month. I'm trying to target as many camps as doable. And that's something which let's experiment with and see what that brings. But for that, to be able to do that, I need to have a phlebotomist. Now, in between, I did some efforts and that did not work out. Now what I'm trying to do is, I'm thinking I will hire a phlebotomist, for which I have a bunch of contacts of phlebotomists who I had earlier spoken to. So I can use those contacts and I can, see if they are interested in working. let's see what kind of salary. Maybe I can offer them a decent salary for a shorter period of time, because I want to bring as much value to the process. Let's experiment with that as well. And then I can have that phlebotomist reach out to different societies, go individually, keep updating me, this is what they are doing, this is the places they went to, and all the data. I myself can also help in that, reaching out to different societies. And in addition to that, what I'm thinking is also I can go to corporates if I can bring a bulk of clients from there. But that is, an additional effort which I can bring side by side. Hospitals and clinics, which is the most obvious one where I can go. I did that for the past few months. What I'm realizing there is that if it's my own lab, then it makes sense to go to a clinic. But if it's if I am providing as a a business, expanding the business of another lab, then it's going to be a challenge for me to provide a good business, because at the end of the day, when I'm bringing business from at a discounted rate from a lab, I will add a small amount of commission to that will be my earning and the earning of the phlebotomist, and then I will be able to still give a discount to the public. But if I go to a clinic, the clinic will also want to earn a certain percentage, so there won't be much earning left for the clinic if I go there. The lab would directly prefer to go to a clinic. So that's one thing which I'm kind of working on to see. Maybe not clinics right now, maybe I'll focus on the societies, directly get to the customer, see if that can be a value that can be added directly, and why not. And even businesses are a place where customers are there, so maybe that might be a good place to reach out. So need to figure out a lot of things. So hiring a phlebotomist is one thing I'm considering. Another thing that I'm also considering is that the existing labs where I've tied up, the phlebotomists there, the technicians who are also phlebotomists, I'm seeing if I can get them also to put in a few hours here and there and still, go and get some camps. And I will take a 50% sharing with them for bringing this business to them, and they basically reach out to the building societies, and I can get the tie-up with the lab for them, bring them an additional source of revenue. So bunch of ideas related to this as well. So need to act on that. More details as we go along. But one is, on one level I can hire someone. Second is, on a profit sharing basis I could get someone to be involved. And third is, of course, go to corporates also and see if I can bring clients from there. So these are the ideas right now for the next 1 month I want to work on, and see what can I really bring out of it. So without further ado, let's just get on with it. Right now I'm going to make a few make a call or two, and then see who's the first person I should be visiting today. Cheers. Okay, so right now I have made a plan. I just spoke with Yevleji. Yevleji is the owners of the lab one of the labs where I've tied up with, and now with him I will be going and meeting, and we will try and maybe hire someone and see if we can do the same thing where we can set up camps in every area, every building in that area, and if that ways we can bring genuine value to people, then why not? So this is one effort. So right now, since I'm ready, just put on my shoes and head towards Kamote. That's where I'm heading. Cheers. Also doing one more thing, which is I am figuring out how to get a Wi-Fi connection additionally with a good speed where internet uploading of these videos is much faster. So found out there is one plan, local plan nearby. Earlier I had found out, today I made a call, and just maybe I'll come to a decision on that in a day or two and get that started as well. So now I'm heading off. Okay, so here's me heading towards Kamote with my bag, and got a bit delayed in leaving. Overall it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Obviously need to change my schedule, like wake up early and kind of start the day much earlier, but may as well do it now. So moving on. So yeah, now heading towards Kamote, meeting Yevleji. This is like, I don't want to invest in having a ride of my like a car of my own or something of that, because this is the luxury where you can do whatever you want to do in the free time, where you are either in a car or in a rickshaw. You're having an Uber. I find it more convenient right now, so that's where I'm at. So I'll share when we get there. right now I'm at the hospital where the lab is there. This is the hospital. So now I'm going to be going and meeting Yevleji inside. Cheers. Okay, so right now I'm in the lab and here is Yevleji. And this is basically the lab. Here's the technician as well, and she's obviously shy, but this is the point. The the lab is here. I generally come in, even have a review at the reports. But we were basically, we had a whole discussion about a few things like, okay, what can be done for from the angle of setting up and expanding this lab, and how we can maybe hire a phlebotomist, or we can hire someone for marketing. Instead of a phlebotomist, we may as well hire someone for marketing, and Yevleji will actually manage to get a phlebotomist for a camp if we need it. At the same time, we are considering like 1 or 2 hospitals where we could actually partner up and set up a lab as well. That is in the talks which we are even thinking about. So that was it. Yeah, we've been talking for the past 1.5 to 2 hours almost, but that's what the the final end result is of what we have created. So yeah, I just thought I'll introduce him to you all as well. And okay, so all right, cheers. So after the almost 1.5 hour session with Yevleji, I went to the second lab with him as well, and we just had a look at whatever the reports were. But so finally the 2 things that were coming out were mainly that one is we want to start promoting this lab to the nearby buildings and societies, literally, which is something that most labs don't do. And that's what we are trying to bring different here. And on the front of by the way, I'm traveling, so obviously this is going to be moving. Also, he said he knew that like he had a known contact in one of the hospitals that is newly opening nearby. So we are considering to see, okay, maybe we might be able to consider opening a lab over there. So that's of course just talks, and we just need to figure out what is the possibility of doing that. Then after that, I also went to one of the other labs that I also have a tie-up with, and with them I am doing the same thing, see if I can expand the business. I forgot to make the video there. It just slipped from my mind to make a video at that point. But there also on Friday I will be having a meeting with that group that's basically Sameer ji and Rupanjali ji karke. They're a couple, and they've started their own lab, and I'm seeing if I can help them expand their business as well. They are also out of Kamote, and I said, let me see what can I do that, okay, they can pick up their societies. So what is my philosophy behind trying to expand the labs and their business is that, okay, one, as a pathologist, I'm providing them value, but more importantly, I'm also looking at what is it different that labs can bring, because everyone is doing the same thing. You have to innovate and you have to do something different. And the main thing is that the idea that I got, what we can bring, which is completely different, and the people who I tie up with, what they can bring something different to the table, is one, transparency. Labs never share their cost of every. I think I already shared that earlier in the videos, and that if we can share literally, this is our cost of this test, this is the reduced cost because you're doing a camp with us, all that will actually bring people to the front, that okay, we are okay, we trust. And then putting actual photos of the lab, so people know this is what we are looking, this is what the lab is, and this is what we can what we are getting out of it. Second thing, so that's transparency, very important, which people can build trust in the client. And second thing, which most labs are not doing, is we target going to every society. People do 1 or 2 camps, 3 camps, but we are able to target, like, literally there's so many, there's no shortage of people, there's no shortage of societies. So why not? Why should we not target one society after another and see? Some of them will charge money, some of them will be for free, some of them. So we'll see if it's affordable, then we may as well do a camp there, and then go to the next society. And like that, at least there is a potential for getting clients. Now, of course, what most people do is go to clinics and hospitals, but the problem with the clinic and hospital is that also that you are dependent on the clinic, and you are having to increase the cost for the patient also. So this is what we are working on, and so the 2-3 labs that I've tied up with, and I'm trying to also further bring business for organically. This is what's happening. There was one more lab which is out of Belapur, which I've been working on constantly for expanding as well. Got to see if I can even hire a phlebotomist for that area, and see if we can bring some business again via societies, and from that method. So that's my basically effort for today. These were all the different actions and activities that were done, and I don't know, I hope this got you to get a feel for what is happening out here of when you're trying to get a business. Of course, I could not give you some real scoops or something, some real but it's just that the real feel of this is the actual reality of what I am facing, and maybe I can do things better. Maybe there are better ways of doing things. I will be learning along the way, but this is where I'm at. So, cancer healing, this journey is towards that goal, right? So we're starting here, and this is what we are working towards. So as always, say where, liberate self. Cheers. Also, like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.